Welcome to another video, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just start by saying, of course, I know not all white folks are guilty of this, but some of you are, and those of you who are, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Those of you who know those that are responsible and are guilty, you got to put them in their place, make them take accountability and responsibility. What am I talking about? Of course, I will give proper context. How do I know what I'm saying is correct? All you have to do is look at the comments section of the people agreeing with this person that will be talking, and you can see there are a lot of people that think that way. What am I talking about? Let's jump right in so you can hear it for yourself.
We got ourselves here a white philosopher and a black philosopher in the parking lot arguing about race.
You black people are the racists. Y'all do things and you wonder why you're disrespected.
Are you serious?
Playing your music that loud and I can feel it in my car.
Sound like he just.
So, first of all, he says, you black people are the racists. Right? Now, I don't know what this man is trying to, pull off by saying that. Like, we already know that's complete bullshit. But rather than, addressing this person directly, he decides to throw the whole black race in there. White folk, you don't want to do that. You might meet the wrong one. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to say anything else. You might meet the wrong one. Because the absolute last thing I want to hear from some old white guy is to try to use some side of, reverse, psychology on me. Like, I am not going to go for it at all. So that's mistake number one, right? Trying to use that kind of reverse psychology and claim that this guy is a racist. Like, what is that supposed to achieve? When we know the kind of country that we're talking about, that has a history of blood and violence from white folks against black people. And I guess we cannot expect any better from these guys, these couple of conservatives. They're half white, right? And this is why Malcolm X made that video, the house Negro versus the field Negro. Not only are these niggas a couple of house Negroes, there's a couple of master bedroom ass Negroes right here. Because rather than laughing about it and comparing it to something that you did in the past, you're supposed to condemn it immediately. Like, nah, we can't go for this. This is what separates us. Is that what they did? Nope. They did the exact opposite. Let me let it play so you can hear it.
Robbing me back when I was 19. Oh, man, I could hear Keith a mile down the road. Yeah, I was always getting stopped by the cops. Says, won't you stop before I ain't do nothing? Cop said noise pollution, bitch. It's loud as f out here.
Y'all. Okay.
Now, I don't know what he's talking about, but in the city, it's always loud. So when a cop pulls you over for playing loud music, it sounds like complete bullshit. Right? You live in a city that has millions, what was count right now in New York City, 8.5 million, something like that. There's elevated trains all over the place. There's trucks making deliveries, there's cars, there's traffic. And then you pull over this one random person for playing loud music. Especially during the day, it seems like kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, on top of everything else, yeah, it might be, whatever. Not to the point. But let's go further.
Problems in this country. There's all this with y'all burning places and rioting and then stealing other people's property.
Hold on.
You see any white people doing that?
As a matter of fact, yes, we do see a lot of white people doing that. Antifa, which is a largely white group, right? These people were responsible for most of the violence that happened during those riots. Yes, so there were a lot of white people involved. Even now, you look at these large Walmarts and these large grocery stores where, apparently either the owners, the CEOs, the shareholders, whoever is too woke to hire security to do a good job, there are loads of white people shoplifting. Loads, literally. Obviously, if you go and you keep the cameras in a black area, you're gonna see black people doing it. In these white areas where the poor whites drive through and they're all busted up trucks and minivans, there are loads of them shoplifting. So yes, they are stealing other people's property. So yes, you are 100% wrong. When all this was happening, you know where I was at? When this whole George Floyd thing popped off? I was at home in my apartment where I am right now making this video. Never set foot outside during that whole fiasco. Never. To make it even better, I was working from home at the time, so I didn't have to travel. I don't know anybody in my group of so-called friends or close associates that was even involved in being outside at that time. Everybody was where they're supposed to be at, home or work. That's it. So for you to throw out this broad blanket and say, oh yeah, you a part of it. Nah, bro. Nah. I'm not going for that. I'm not. See, when black people say, oh, you know, white people are, you know, they have that slave master mentality. This is what we're talking about. When those people get upset and say, oh, you know, white people have this superiority complex about them, like they could just talk to people however they want. You know, you see all these Karens that done lost their jobs online for just coming out their face, whether it's to men or women, raising their hands on people. This is the same kind of attitude that they portrayed. Like I said, all you have to do is look at the comments section. Right now it's almost 8,000 comments. Just by looking at the comments section and seeing how people are agreeing with him, even though he threw the entire black race under the bus. And there's some, don't get mistaken, there's some coon ass niggas in there too. Some master bedroom ass Negroes in there that say, oh yeah, he's right. Nah, he's 100% wrong because everybody ain't with that shit. And if you're black and you say, yeah, he's right, then you're just a dumbass. Because he's talking about you. And me personally, I'm not part of who he's talking about. So he could eat several dicks, a whole bag, matter of fact. I know he ain't talking about me. Like I said, I ain't burnt near nothing down. I ain't go to nobody's store and rob them. Didn't go break no windows. Didn't set fire to no garbage bins. Do nothing at police. Nah, I was at home. So who is he talking about?
Are you see any Vietnamese doing that?
I promise. I think I'm dreaming right now. Are you seriously having this
This is the
conversation?
United States of America.
Dude said, I think I must be dreaming right now. That's how I would have felt. Like, bro, you cannot be talking about me. I ain't have no parts in that. None. Like I said, white folks, you know somebody that's like this? You need to check them. All this people talking about, oh, there's going to be unity. There will not be any unity if you have people like this among yourselves. There just won't be. And I don't care what his politics are. None of that. I don't care if he say he got black people in his family. Him thinking like this is a problem. Just like any black person that think like all white people are secretly white supremacists. Yeah. Because then that means you can't trust anybody. But how about people that look like you that you can't trust? So that really thins the herd down.
America, and we're getting tired of this shit.
When he said this is United States of America and we getting tired of this shit, sound like he was saying y'all's feet gonna go to swinging again.
Y'all's
We got
feet is
ourselves here a
gonna go
white philosopher and a
swinging
black
again.
philosopher in the parking lot arguing about race.
You black people are the
Y'all's feet is gonna go to swinging again, and two of them find that shit to be funny. Now, like I said, they're a couple of conservatives. They're half white. They're obviously some master bedroom ass Negroes, so probably we can't expect nothing better from them, right? Probably we can't. But they have a large platform, so I would think that they would try to do better. But then again, They've said it themselves, their base is largely white. So I guess cooning for the base, who knows? I don't know. It might be. Sambo and tap dancing for the base, who knows? Right? I've seen others do it. There are others like them that are, some Oreo ass, hey, it is what it is. You doing it to get a bag, to get, people to view, and you're doing it for the views, the clicks, the likes. All right, whatever, man. It's not gonna work though. In the end, it's not gonna work, and what we're gonna have is more division than anything else. If people are gonna truly unite under any sort of flag or cause, the people that come out with statements like this, they have to be put in their place and let it be known under no, circumstances are you going to make these kind of general statements about people because you have a problem with one person. This is how the Jews ended up in internment camps. This is how the Japanese ended up in internment camps. This is how ethnic cleansing happens. This mindset right here. Are we going to allow this to fester, or are we going to stamp it out? That's the question of the day.